we'll get the job done. Y'all know what to say. On three. 1, 2, 3.
And the home of the Jets.
What is going on, everybody? A Wednesday night special with my good friend. Second time interview this year.
Yeah,
Tailgate, what's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Dude, what's up? How you been, man? How's the summer treating you?
Summer's been pretty good. It's just been a little hectic. Tailgate Joe stuff outside of Tailgate Joe, a lot of football stuff. Just got back from Canton. I was in Canton for the week of the enshrinement, doing a whole bunch of stuff, some charity things, and some events that I do with some super fan organizations I'm part of.
So how was Canton, man? I'm sure I saw the pictures. A lot of Jet fans. You had Klecko, you had Revis. What was that whole experience like?
It was awesome. It was really great. I'm part of some super fan groups, one of which Pro Football's Ultimate Fan Association. We're up in Canton every year for the draft. It's when we do our kind of reunion party and we take over these two hotels and we do things with the Hall of Fame. We have a pretty good relationship with them. And so we were doing the first play event where they pass the football for 2 miles with all these kids from all the towns that show up. And
awesome.
We do a charity book bag and school supply giveaway where we give stuff to probably between 500 and 1,000 kids.
Wow.
And we were part of the parade. We are every year, but we got to kind of this year with Klecko and Revis with two Jets being in there. I was given the honor of placing some Jet fans in the parade with them, and it was a great time. Everyone loved it. And so, it was really cool to have two Jets going in.
Yeah.
And have all those Jet fans there, and there was a ton, way more than usual. So it was a cool thing to kind of experience it.
Yeah, and I liked it so much. Yeah, we all love Revis, but for me to have Klecko in there, man, meant so much because it's long overdue, man. And you could see how proud he was, and just like the emotion that he was overtaken by so many times, man. Like he couldn't keep it together in like several interviews where he got choked up because he was so appreciative of it, and then all his teammates went out for him too. And it's like, and you're a longtime fan too, man. To see Klecko get it, dude, it was incredible.
Look, I mean, we're biased, of course, but I mean, a lot of people feel he was the biggest snub of the Hall of Fame.
Yep,
right?
I agree. Yep.
He definitely was, and it's a wrong that's finally been righted. And the great thing about it, it was done while he can still experience it.
Yes,
right? It wasn't done posthumously. And so I was really happy for that. And yeah, like you said, I mean, Revis was great seeing, Revis was a guy that I saw drafted, play his whole career and retire. And so that's awesome. And, the special talent he was. But yeah, it's making sure that Klecko actually got in and he saw it. That was awesome.
Yeah, and he can share it with Namath and all the other Jets greats. Like you said, it was like he's still like in a good part of his life where he can enjoy every aspect of it, which was great. And speaking of excitement, man, it's like you're a longtime fan like me, dude.
Yeah.
We were talking before the show where it's like this season just feels different, dude. And when Aaron Rodgers was first traded for, you're like, all right, he's a Jet. And you see him in practice, like, all right. But I think it finally kicked in for me Saturday when you see him in the Jets uniform, spinning the football on his finger and throwing the touchdown to Garrett Wilson. And you're like, Aaron Rodgers is our quarterback. Like, this is real. Like, this is all happening now. Like, what has it been like for you watching all this?
It's been insane. It reminds me going back to 2008. The home opener. It wasn't the home opener. It was the season opener down in Miami with Brett Favre. Yep. And I was sitting in the corner of the end zone, like a row or two up from the front. And Favre just threw a bomb right in front of me into the end zone. I looked at Brent Tony and I said, "We got a quarterback." And it was insane, right?
Yep.
And so I haven't had that feeling until now, right? Until Saturday when we saw what he did. We didn't hear what he said mic'd up now that we heard after the fact. And how great is that, right? That little interaction he had with that giant scrub. Just to know that we've got someone, the quarterback isn't what we have to worry about, right?
Yep.
We know that we have a guy that can get it done, that's gotten it done, and he's reinvigorated. I mean, seeing from what he was doing, before Hard Knocks, before getting that look behind the curtain, but just seeing how he was interacting with the players, the young players, and just being all around the city. I mean, being at the Tony Awards, being at Knicks games, being at Ranger games, being at all the restaurants, like, a guy embracing New York and embracing the change and being excited about it, right? Where that's the difference where Favre didn't really seem like that was the case. We were a way station. So that's what's really exciting, just seeing that, that fire that he's got.
Yeah, I mean, the Rodgers thing is amazing. You see him on the field, and then you see his growing relationship with Becton and the influence he's having on all these young players. Like, they're all very impressionable, man. This is a very young team that doesn't know how to win, and he has willpower. Like, listen, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna all be held accountable. We're gonna be united. And and then seeing his actions against the Giant player, to me, was awesome because he's not taking any shit, right? So it's like, when they see him doing that, like, if he's not gonna take any shit from anybody, like, dude, that's our leader. That's our guy. That's our mindset. Like, we had the whole thing where it was like we had the whole become the dragon shirt, and that's part of it, dude. Like for so long, the Jets were like a wayward franchise that didn't know how to win, the lovable losers, same old Jets, all this nonsense. The way you change that mindset is stuff like that. Like, we're not backing down from nobody. And then it's like, he's like, don't poke the bear. Like, you poke the bear, this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna light you up. Dude, I was like, I haven't been this excited, dude. And you know me forever. I haven't been this excited probably since the Favre year. I mean, like, Testaverde in '99, like the second year where like we thought they were gonna, and he went down, but like this, because it's tangible. It's not like in years past we had to make it up. We had to kind of like build ourselves up. Like, well, maybe Zach Wilson's gonna be good, maybe Sam Darnold's gonna be good. Like, we had to do all these if, then, and maybes. The Jets have talent on both sides of the ball with a Hall of Fame quarterback. Like, right? You talk to fans, you can't. It's undeniable.
Yeah, no, I'm part of all these super fan groups, so I've got really great friends all across the country that are, fans of all the different teams. And a lot of them are pretty excited to like see what's going on with the Jets, and like they're getting on board as like a second team, and they want to kind of get behind it because it's a fun story. Yep. You mentioned about young players on this team being really young. There's two things that we got going for us. First of all, they are so young that they don't know the whole same old Jets thing. They don't know the baggage that comes with that, right? They don't know about like losing to the Patriots for years and years and then the disappointment. Yep. And so you've got that. And you've also got, I think what we're going to see is what we saw when Brady first went to Tampa Bay a few years ago. And I was talking about this back when it was happening with my friend who's like the Tailgate Joe of Tampa Bay. And her party might be even bigger than mine. Spent. And what it seemed to me, they had a great defense, but they just weren't getting it done. And then Brady steps in, and all of a sudden, every player on that team is like 2 inches taller.
Yep.
Right? Just from having him in the room. They're just 2 inches taller. They're just a step or two faster. It just comes from having that presence in the locker room. And it's like, you don't want to be the one to let down this amazing player and this amazing opportunity that the front office has given you, Right. And so I think that's just going to be a motivation that it's so impossible to get that motivation. Yep. And then we have it. It's like that lightning in a bottle. It's like almost impossible to get, in most circumstances, but we have it, I think. And I think that's going to lead to something special on the field.
Yeah, I completely agree. And one thing I like too, if you're watching Hard Knocks, it was that whole thing with the defensive line and the weakest link, and they had the links of chain, and you had to put the chain together and tell everybody, I'm not going to be the weakest link. Like, that whole mindset they have, like, they realize there's a lot of expectations on them, but they're embracing it. Like, we know we're supposed to. People want to see us fail, but we don't want to be the reason why it's going to do it. So I'm excited, man. Like, I cannot wait for the home opener. I cannot wait for the season. Like, and it's just the excitement, I think, is warranted. It's I think Jet fans deserve it, dude. That kind of way I look at it. Like, dude, like, you go to all the games. I've been to so many games, and like so many times you go to a stadium, you're like, just keep the game close. You're surrounded by opposing fans. It's a miserable experience, and you just want to make the playoffs. You want to be in the mix. You want to have a team you can be proud of. And right now, as of August 3rd, we have that. Like, everybody's proud. We're all excited, and it's like there's something to believe in. It's like that belief is dangerous, right? We have a chance now.
Yeah, exactly, and that's all that you need. You want that chance, that opportunity, that puncher's chance. And I think we're even way beyond that. I think we've got like just it's something special. It's been tough in the lot the last few years, right? It's been a while since we really had that excitement or that mindset sitting out in the parking lot at the tailgate and thinking, we got a real shot today. We can take this team. We can do this. We got a quarterback. We got an offense. And, last year was the first year where I'm sitting in that stadium and like, I'm just excited. I'm having a great time at the tailgate party. I'm with 200, 300, 500 people at my party. And we're rocking. The food's great. And the music and all that. We're having a great time. And then it's like, okay, let's go into the game and cheer for our team. But it's not like that. You don't have that juice.
No energy.
Last year we started to have it, right? That Bills game, that Patriots game, it started to get really exciting in the lot where it's like, okay, I'm having a good time out here, but I want to get in the stadium. Let's do this. Let's pack up a little early and let's get in there.
Yep.
And that started last year. And, we probably hadn't had it since, well, some people say a few years, was it 2015?
Yep, with Fitzpatrick.
But, yeah, maybe, but 2009 into the season, 2010 into the season. It hasn't been since then. And so it's just, everyone's excited. Everyone's excited to get into that stadium and just scream their heads off, have Ed lead the cheer, lead the chant, and just have everyone get behind him. I'm just looking to it, man. It's going to be electric.
I'm going to give you a comment. And I want to see what your reaction is. I think Monday night, September 11th, will be the loudest crowd MetLife Stadium has ever had, because that stadium, with Aaron Rodgers coming here, with this Jet fan base that is just roaring, that this fan base, I mean, the Jets fans are loud to begin with. I think that is going to be the most ridiculous environment we've seen at a Jet home game in forever.
Bro, I want to jump right through the goddamn window right now. I'm so excited. I think you're 100% right. Just think about that cheer that he got when he stepped onto the field Saturday, and that wasn't even our home game, and it was preseason, right? Yep. And how excited people were there. There was probably even Giant fans cheering at that point.
Yep.
And so, if that was what we got for a visiting preseason game, what's opening night going to be? What's opening week going to be? It's going to be insane. It's going to be, like you said, the craziest thing ever. I mean, the craziest thing ever since they were lighting the painter hats on fire back on Monday Night Football way back in the day.
Yep.
Right. But this is going to be a good thing, not like that where people are trying to light the stadium on fire.
Yeah, so, I can't wait, dude. I mean, if you leave that stadium with a voice, you're crazy. It's just going to be like the energy's there. So, I mean, I get so fired up that you're killing me here. So now here's a question, man. We've been telling everybody tailgatejoe.com, tailgatejoe.com. Give us like a little brief. We talked about this last time. Just people didn't hear it last time. Is a quick background of how Tailgate Joe became. And then also, what about that hat, dude? I didn't get no hat. What's up with this? Look, I didn't get no damn hat.
This is the Tailgate Joe hood hat.
I'm riding.
First of all, Tailgate Joe. It started just I had been going to the tailgate with my friends for over a decade, from the late 90s. And it just kind of grew like a friends of friends thing. 2009, I decided, a lot of people would like to do this. They'd love to kind of have a place to go or tailgate, but they live in the city. They don't really, have the capability to go drag grills onto the subway or the train or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. So I set up a website, opened up to the public. It'd be a good opportunity to kind of raise some money for charity here and there, to have a soapbox, a platform to kind of speak on some things that I'm passionate about, being a double cancer survivor and other things like that. And so 2009, we started up, we'd opened it up, and it's kind of just grown every year. I started it because there was no Tailgate Joe. I started it because there was nowhere for fans to go. There was no organized party. There had been the 16H guys did something like that previously, but that was gone. They were done. And they never had the website and the connection to kind of get out to people like that didn't know about it. And so it's just kind of grown from then, from 2009. And, it's the biggest party in the lot. We get, last year we were anywhere from 200 to 600 plus people.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. The food is awesome. Food is what I'm known for. I'm an Italian-American kid from Staten Island. We grew up around the table. The kitchen table is kind of the center of our universe, and the food and the hospitality. And so I cook for, what I say is I cook what I want to cook for my family, and everyone else gets to partake in that.
Right.
Being there and the food that I cook has got me on, the Food Network. It's gotten me invited talent in the New York Wine and Food Festival. I filmed an episode with Emeril Lagasse a few months ago down in New Orleans. That's going to debut on the Roku network. Emeril Tailgates. There's a whole episode with me with Tailgate Joe. That's going to debut on the 5th, September 5th.
Look at you.
Roku's free, so you can go and download it onto your TV, the app, whatever the case may be, and check it out.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just a great party. You can show up, the donation, and then all the beer and all the food that you care to have for 4 hours, and it's a great time. Live DJ, tailgate games, the whole deal.
No, I mean, I've been there a couple times, probably 4 or 5 times at this point. And it just, the cool thing about it is your setup is amazing, dude. And the food, it's like your staff is super friendly. It's not like nobody's a robot, dude. Everybody's got a personality. Your staff is friendly. The food is phenomenal. It's an easy setup. You have like the cornhole, you have the beer pong, you have this, you have the DJ, and it's a really cool environment. And it, like there's opposing fans there too, but everybody's having fun. Like there's no animosity, no bullshit. It's like a festive environment, man. I think it's awesome.
Look, it's my family, right? When you show up and you check in and you get your wristband, that's my father, right? That's my 70-some-year-old father that's sitting there taking the band. And he'll probably have one of my little nephews helping him put the band on you. Yep. When you go up to the food table, that's that surly woman in the big sunglasses there is my mother, right? Yep. My brother's hanging out there doing things. The guys that are helping me out cooking, they're just doing it. They're doing it for the passion and the love of it. None of them are food guys. And like most of them are in finance and healthcare and have like real jobs and real whatever. They just dig it. It's a great environment. Everyone's like super stoked to be there. It's a lot of fun. It's the whole vibe, man. And it's what you put out there, dude. It's the love that I think I have for my team and the love that I have for hospitality. Like some super fans, they express their fandom by getting all painted up in extravagant outfits and, being the center of attention on social media or whatever the case may be. I express my fandom through my hospitality in the tailgate in the pregame and sharing my day with other fans. And that's the enjoyment that's where I get my real enjoyment on game day.
Dude, I tell you, I can vouch for you, man. Every time I go, I have a blast, dude. That's why we started talking about it. I'm like, dude, absolutely. This is it's fun. And then for all of our subscribers, everyone wants to come hang out with you. And just the food is ridiculous. Like your burgers are insane. And I know your menu changes every week too. It's not this, like sometimes you go to, I'm not criticizing anybody's tailgate. Sometimes you go to tailgates, it's the same shit every week. All right, you get this, and this, whatever. But you have like a gourmet menu that you change every week.
Yeah, well, burgers are my thing. I've been an invited competitor and talent for the New York City Wine and Food Festival Burger Bash, which is like 23 of like the greatest culinary minds and chefs in like New York City in the country, and some kid from Staten Island that flips burgers in a parking lot. And so it's pretty awesome to be to be in that kind of rarefied air, be acknowledged for what I do with that. Yeah. And and those are the same burgers I'm serving on the lot or any type of Tailgate Joe event that you go to. I mean, I went to Green Bay last year and did like just an abbreviated tailgate, and I cooked. Like I drove out there, started cooking at like 5 a.m. in the parking lot of the hotel
right
before I got into the stadium. And I had like 250 Jet fans who showed up for some awesome burgers, and that was the same burger that I served at New York City Wine and Food Festival. Like, that's what you're getting.
No, bro, I can vouch for you, man. I can tell you, your food, because I usually I like to have my share of beer, but at your tailgate, dude, I was eating my face off. I'm like, this is good, that's good. I got to eat this. I'm like, dude, I'm not even drinking. I'm just eating all the time. So, just a few logistics things. First of all, where is your tailgate located? Because we get asked about that a lot. And the cool thing about your location is a lot of our followers are coming in from out of town. They're taking either Uber, they're taking a train. So for you, this is perfect because you have a really good location for that.
Yeah, when I first set up Tailgate Joe, when I first picked the spot, I didn't go for like the most visible spot, like in the middle of everything. I wanted to be a little more, like I wanted to be accessible for people to get there. So we're in Lot E. It's grown now, and we're in like kind of the back corner of Lot E, where it borders on Lot D. So E it used to be a green pass. I think they're platinum now. But if you have a gold pass, which used to be the yellow ones, D is right there as well. And so those two, and D is a great lot to park in.
It is.
Easy in, easy out. It's not one of the huge ones. So you're good there. We're right next to the Uber pickup at the pickup and drop off. Yep. Also, there's like the taxi stand there in the street, like between the E and D.
Yep.
We're close to the train. If you're taking the train in, buses, all that stuff. So it's pretty accessible. You can go to tailgatejoe.com/location. And that'll give you all the info you need to know on where we are. It'll show you a map and everything.
No, it's perfect, dude. Because I say a lot of people are coming from like out of the country or out of state, and they're taking the train because it's the easiest way. You don't want to deal with the parking pass bullshit. And it's like, oh wait, this is perfect. Because like we used to be over at L. They had to walk. By the time they walked from the train to where we were, they lost like 45 minutes. They're thirsty. They're hungry. They're angry. So now, what time does the tailgate start?
The lot opens 5 hours before kickoff. And, we're in there as soon as it opens up, and generally takes us about 45 minutes to kind of build it all out. and to start kind of serving. So, 45 minutes to an hour after we get in, or in that 5 hours. And then we're there rocking and rolling.
And to sign up, everybody wants to sign up, just go to tailgatejoe.com. You have everything. We actually have a question. Do you charge for little kids?
Yeah. Shoot me a message, Instagram, whatever, and I'll lay it all out for you. No worries.
Okay. And then what time does the tailgate end? So if they don't get there, say like the Monday night game is at 8:30, you figure people are probably going to be there probably, 5? I'm sure 4:30. So what time does the tailgate end for a game?
So, we used to go right up into kickoff and just then start kind of cleaning up, and people would kind of just saunter in through the first quarter. Yep. But man, I'm real excited to get in there. Up until last year, I had never seen a kickoff in our stadium, just because I kind of got to let everyone go in, and then I got to start the whole breakdown process. I leave my guys at some point, but I go in. Last year, we went in a little earlier, and I finally got to see a kickoff for the first time. And I've been going there since the stadium opened in 2009. So we try, and we're going to break it down. We're going to cancel it about close it off about a half hour before kickoff. We want everyone in this year. We want to do our part in getting everyone in that stadium. And trust me, there's plenty of food. There's plenty of everything. Yep. You'll have by the time we go and close it down, you'll have your fill. I can guarantee it.
No, I could vouch for you, man. I never ate so much at a tailgate in my life. Is there a set price if someone doesn't drink?
No, we don't. So the beer's basically free for whoever, because we don't want to be policing that.
Right.
So it's everyone's the same donation, and just come in. We're not trying to look at who's eating what, who's doing this, who's doing that. So I basically said the beer's free for whoever wants it. Yep. And what you're paying for is the food and stuff.
Now, the most important question, what's on the menu for Monday Night Football?
Oh, boy, I knew you were going to ask that.
Come on, man. I need the inside scoop here.
Going back to our first year in 2009, that's how long I've been doing Tailgate Joe officially. Yep. 2009 was Mark Sanchez's rookie year. Yep. And so we decided we were going to do a Mexican-themed tailgate, in honor of that for the home opener. And so that became the tradition, that the home opener is always Mexican. I'm on the fence with thinking about, and I'm going to make the decision by this weekend, is a possibility we may change it up just because it's a Monday night game, but most likely it's going to be our Mexican theme, which is awesome. We have like a taco bar where it'll have, like the gringo beef tacos that everyone kind of grown up eating on, taco night at home, but better. Yep. My Modelo marinated chicken, Modelo. Right. Tacos, chorizo tacos, Mexican street corn, out of steak, a special burger, probably with Hatch New Mexico green chilies. So a lot of good stuff. It's gonna be great food.
Oh, you're making me hungry right now. So now we got another question. Can you pay to get in when you're there, when you get there? Or do you probably recommend doing it in advance?
We're probably going to sell out before we get to the game day. So I can't promise you that.
Fair enough. Okay. And so now you gave me the inside scoop. I love Mexican street corn, by the way. So I like Modelo too. So I'm on your side with this one. So now a little birdie told me that you may be going to every game this year, not as Tailgate Joe, but you're going to every game. First of all, that I'm so fucking jealous. I want to just break things. But how cool was that, dude? That's just amazing.
Yeah, so I go to a few games every year, and that's been part of my thing the entire Tailgate Joe time, and even before Tailgate Joe. I've actually taken my trailer and driven as far west as Denver and Dallas, as far north as Buffalo, as far south as Jacksonville and Miami, and a whole bunch of places in between. I've done parties in Cleveland, Baltimore, DC, Philly, Washington, a whole bunch of places I can't even think right now. But I've done them everywhere. So this year, I was saying last year during the season, this is way before Aaron Rodgers was even a thought in our mind. I was just pretty excited coming off of last year's draft and the young players and thinking the team's like on the right path. That I said, it's next year's going to be a good year to do the whole season. And I was talking to some of my super fan friends from around the league who've kind of done the same thing, and they're like, "Yeah, you should definitely do it." So I decided I'm going to go to every game. I'm going to, maybe do some meetups, maybe do some tailgate parties. It's going to be different things. I'm not sure for what game I'm going to do what yet.
Right.
But, if you're you're a Jet fan, you're going out to a game somewhere, hit me up, because, maybe like I said, I got connections with the fan groups. I'm the only Jet fan that's a member of both the Pro Football's Ultimate Fan Association and Tailgating Hall of Fame. And so between those two groups, and even super fans outside of those groups, I got like connections for parties and tailgates and stuff at every stadium, basically. And so we're going to do a lot of fun stuff. And it's going to be a great time, man. I'm excited to root for the team and go do all the stadiums. Last year I did Green Bay, I did Minnesota.
What's your favorite stadium of all time?
Ooh. So, man, Green Bay is special.
Yeah, it is.
Right? Green Bay. Have you been to Green Bay yet?
Absolutely. Yep.
It is a special place. If you are a sports fan, it's somewhere you have to go.
100%.
Yeah. So I see in Vegas. Maybe I might have something going on in Vegas. I'll know in a few days.
You got to. Joe, listen.
For sure. I might have
I'll be mad at you.
Something about it.
Dude, if I'm going to Vegas, bro, if you don't do something in Vegas and I'm there, I will call you and text you every hour and complain. I'm just going to call you and harass you.
I was hanging out with in Canton this year. I was hanging out with the Raiders superfan Gorilla.
No, no shit.
Gorilla. The guy. I mean, he's like Fireman Ed is on a pedestal himself of superfans, and that's not a biased thing. Everyone that I speak to, other fans, they kind of agree the same thing. But like right under that, you've got like a few like really big, really known fans, guys that have had like NFL films, like follow them and do documentaries on them. And Gorilla is one of them. And so I was hanging out with him, and I was like, dude, I finally got to see him when I was mask on, right? and I was like, dude, I'm coming to hang out. We're hanging out. I'm coming with you. And so I'm really excited to go to Vegas and see all my Vegas peeps there. There's gonna be a ton of Jet fans. Bro. I'm kind of a degenerate blackjack gambler, and so some of that'll enter into it, I'm sure. Maybe get into other trouble.
Vegas is going to be epic. How can Tailgate Joe with you got to do it, bro. I'm going to negotiate for you. You have to. Everybody wants to go.
Dude, the thing you've got to remember, though, is that's only the first trip for us this year to Vegas. Mm-hmm. There's going to be two.
That's true.
There's going to be two. We're going to the Super Bowl.
It's a warm-up, though. It's a warm-up. It's like the filling out the process that we go back.
Yeah.
You know how many fans are going there, dude? And it's just going to be complete chaos for like 4 days.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'll let me look at my social media over the next few days. Let me see. Let me go kick over a few rocks. There's someone that had approached me, so I might have something going on. We'll see.
Got to do it, man. So,
but if not, just at a minimum, just if you're going out there, just hit me up on Instagram or whatever, and we'll set something up to go. Just go get a bunch of Jet fans to go and party it up.
Yeah, so now that was my next question is the best place for everybody to follow what you're doing other than tailgatejoe.com. Is it Instagram? You're not a good tweeter, man, or X, whatever it's called now. Your Twitter game it needs some work, man.
It is. Well, look, my Twitter game, your Instagram game, what it is, man, what I do is very visual, and I'm like kind of like a visual person, my food and everything. And so Instagram's the one that I just kind of gravitate towards, and that's the one I'm on most of the time. Twitter, I just don't want to get caught up in the craziness of Twitter, of the whole like the arguing and the everyone's just kind of throwing snarky shit at each other, and I'm just not with that.
No, I understand.
Right on, Carlos. I'm looking forward to that.
Welcome to the Let's Talk Jets family, man. It's a very unique group, a very passionate group that you'll see at the tailgate, dude. Because a lot of people are coming to your tailgate on week 1, man. You're gonna be like, holy, these people are passionate.
Dude, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to hanging with you, bro. It's always a great time,
sir, man.
Catch up, man. Everyone, for those that don't know, me and Tyson go back to the early Jet, to the beginnings of like the Jet Nation days.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yep.
I was hanging out with Phil with Max Man in Canton. But we go back to that had to be what, like 2004, 2005.
Yep, it's been a long time, man.
Yeah, dude. Even pregates Tailgate Joe. Yeah, and that guy. If you look at like Jet Nation, like all like the podcasts, all whatever, like it kind of all sprouted out from that.
That's where I started. Yep.
Yeah, that's where everyone kind of started. Like everyone kind of gets their start there. It's like SNL for like.
That's true.
It is. It's like SNL for like Jets media type people.
That's exactly. Phil was the first person to give me a chance to start this wild idea of Jet Nation Radio. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Which was so long ago, right? It was before, it was before you could do all this stuff on YouTube Live, and you could do all this. It was
on Blog Talk. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And so dude. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to hang out with you, hang out with all your listeners. Bring them into the Tailgate Joe family as well. Look, as soon as you come to one Tailgate Joe party, you're part of the Tailgate Joe Game Day fan club.
Yeah,
you're part of the you're part of the crew. Everyone that's come to one of those games, so it's like thousands and thousands.
Yep.
Since 2009. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and the one thing is like if anybody knows me and Kevin, anybody from Let's Talk Jets, like we don't bullshit nobody, man. We don't get affiliated with anything we don't believe in. Like we don't promote things. Like we get offered to promote certain things, we just say no, we don't want to do it. We don't want to do it. And with you, it's like, first of all, I'm friends with you, but we've been to your tailgate, dude. It's not like oh, like sometimes like you want to promote this thing, you never even seen it before. I'm like, I've literally hung out with you. I've drank a gazillion beers at your tailgate, and the food's ridiculous. So when this came about, I'm like 100%. We want to just help promote your brand and your tailgate. It's awesome, dude. And it's like, we're gonna have we'll have some like stuff there. We'll probably interview some fans and do some quick content there and stuff. But it's such a good time, man. I appreciate you having us to even just be a part of this.
No, dude. Look, I'm not like a super promoter type guy. I'm not like the master marketer type guy. I just went and threw a great party, and I post about my party, and that's it. Like I'm not like all over the place. I probably should be on a little bit more than I am, but. I'm just kind of, I'm just so in the moment of enjoying everything I'm doing. I was just, I was at the draft this year. I was really kind of quiet, but I was just so in the moment of enjoying the draft, of being there in the inner circle, cooking at the Ronald McDonald House for the kids there on Saturday morning, being in Canton and just being with all the Jet fans and the other fans and doing all the charity work we were doing there. Just so in the moment of enjoying it. Yep. That like I just don't even think to pick up the phone and start like posting photos of it. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with any of that. I just I'm just I don't know. I'm too scattered all over the place. You know.
I get the same way though, dude.
Great time, man. I just want everyone to know about the great time we're having. And like I said, I get my enjoyment. I express my fandom through hospitality.
Yep.
Plain and simple. It's the love that I put into the food, the love that I put into the whole deal. Dude, when someone bites into something, when they bite into that burger or whatever it is, and you see that smile, it just comes up, right? It's a subconscious thing. You bite into it, and there's that smile, dude. That's the love that someone puts into what they're cooking for you, and you receiving that and taking it. Like I'm not some hippy dippy guy, by any imagination, but I genuinely believe that. That's why like there's some restaurants and some food that like it should be great. You take a bite, you're like yeah, but you don't have that.
Yep.
And so that's what I put into the food at the tailgate, and I think that just resonates with people, subconsciously.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, your burgers are ridiculously good. Like I tell you, like dude, you know me, man, I party my ass off, and I eat at your tailgate. I was feeding my face. So we got here. Thank you so much for what you do. My first tailgate ever. There you go.
Right on, dude. Awesome.
Perfect.
Appreciate that, David.
So it sounds like his Ryder, and I know Ryder in town, dude. He does, man. Like I wouldn't bullshit you guys. I don't bullshit anybody. It is located in E26, right?
Yeah, E26. Go to tailgatejoe.com/location, and it'll all be there for you.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you for your time, man. I know you're busy as shit. Got a lot going on, and we got the inside scoop on the menu for week 1. So I got some dirt. So now I gotta start finessing you for a hat, man. That's some,
Yeah. So, dude. So I did the week 1 like a ticket and tailgate package. Just because like I knew that it was going to be impossible for a lot of people to get tickets.
Yep.
And I'm lucky that I can get I on the group sales. Like I can get my hands on them pretty much before anyone.
Right.
And so I had those up weeks before there was anyone that was.
Yep.
Yeah. And so I got a block of like 50 right in 124.
Nice.
And everyone that's coming that took that is going to get one of these cool Tailgate Joe hats. I'm not a merch guy. It's like kind of not what I want to do. In a previous life, I was in design in the fashion industry.
Right.
I just haven't turned that part of my brain on with Tailgate Joe. I just don't want to really.
It's a pain in the ass.
But a friend of mine started this really cool company called Hood Hats, and the hats are made in the USA. These hats are actually made in Queens, New York. Yeah, dude, like actually made in Queens. Like these aren't like these aren't like China, India, whatever.
Right.
Handmade in Queens, shipped out to LA where they're embroidered. And that's where he picks up. He's out in LA, and I got together with him, and I said, you know what, let's do some Tailgate Joe hats. So we're going to give these out, and then I'll have some more available for whoever wants one. I've had a lot of people message me about it, a lot of friends.
That's awesome, dude. Well, first of all, Joe, great talking to you again. I know you've been on last time, but I just know it's like we're only a week and a half away. So like everybody keeps asking us, what's this, what's that? And I'm like, tailgatejoe.com, tailgatejoe.com. Like I just kept pushing it because like so now we can give more insight here.
Yeah. And anyone, feel free to reach out. Email me at joe@tailgatejoe.com or message me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. No problem. I'll get back to you. I'll any questions you have, whatever.
But you highly recommend buying in advance because to show up showing at the stadium on the day of the game is no guarantee because it could be sold out, right?
Yeah, I mean, I try and accommodate everyone. I really do. So I buy a lot of extra food, like a lot. And so sometimes a lot goes to waste because I'm not going to freeze or hold stuff, And so, but there's only so much I can do, right. Especially this season. It's going to be crazy this season. It really is.
No, I agree, man. I can't wait. So, do you have a season prediction, wins and loss for the season?
Oof. I mean, I think we're at a minimum 12-win team. I think it could be 13 wins. I mean,
win the AFC East.
I'm a fan. I'm a fanatic, right? That's what a fan is short for, fanatic.
Yep.
And I think we're going to win every game.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we can be in every game. I think for sure. I think we can be in every game. The whole Patriot thing, I think that's going to be dead as disco. I think that's not going to matter. I think Aaron Rodgers will just rise right above that, And yeah, I think we can win every game, but I think we can definitely pull 12 or 13 wins. I mean, it's really going for the division and trying to get a bye.
Yep, that's it. That's what I want. I want the AFC East, dude. I want to sweep the Patriots. You split the Dolphins, split the Bills, but you got to sweep the Patriots. But you win the AFC East, but they haven't done that in forever, which is nice. Get the home playoff game, which we deserve. Like there's certain things we deserve, man. We deserve happiness. We deserve playoffs. We deserve home playoff games. It should all happen this year, man. Like they're right in the spot to do it.
And dude, these kids like Sauce and Garrett, like they're good kids, right? They're not like so like it's like you say we deserve it. Like the team does deserve it because they're good kids that are busting their ass. They're not punks. They're not, it's like even when Sauce was wearing the cheese hat, like it wasn't like in a malicious kind of FU way, it was just a kid just enjoying the moment of what he was doing and realizing the gravity of it all and just really kind of just being there in the moment, enjoying it. And so like, it's easy to get behind what's going on, what these guys are doing,
It's a very easy team to root for, man. They're all.
Like, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing all these other fans that are like calling me and texting me. Like, dude, we're cheering on for the Jets this year. You guys are, you're our second team this year. Like, I'm just getting it from people all over the country.
Joe, awesome talking to you again. I will see you in a week and a half on Monday Night Football. And then again, tailgatejoe.com, and on Instagram, it's at Tailgate Joe, the thing right there.
Yeah, at Tailgate Joe. Don't know did I mention on here Roku. Download the app September 5th, Emerald Tailgates. I don't know what episode I am. I might be the first episode. I'm not sure.
Look at you, Mr. Big Shot.
It's the biggest party. We had over 600 people. It was the biggest tailgate party they filmed of anyone they've done so far in the 2 seasons. So it's going to be cool. So go check it out. And a lot more to come, man. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone there. I'm looking forward to partying with all of you in the stadium, talking Jets. If you're a visiting fan, you're welcome to come too. Talk a little bit of smack, good-natured. It's going to be a great time, man. A lot of great food, a good time, great music. My boy Vinny Goods, the DJ, is the best DJ in the lot. He's a great DJ. He's like a club DJ.
You mentioned him late, dude. You mentioned him late. He's probably pissed right now. You mentioned him very late in this interview. He's probably like,
dude, Vinny is a huge fan of yours too. I know he's listening right now.
He's probably, where's my shout out, Joe? It's like, we're what, 40 minutes in, and you got no shout out till the end. He's probably pissed right now.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna hear it. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a great time.
Joe, thank you so much. If you have any questions, tailgatejoe.com. This is the man right here, and you will literally see him there with the food, man. There's no bullshit here. It is the best tailgate out there, and I love the food, the beer, and the fun. So good talking to you, man. I will see you in a week and a half.
Right on, bro. Later.
Later, dude.